Welcome back to another episode of My Sister's TBR, the podcast where we discuss our past, current, and future reads. I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Stacey. We're bringing you our mid-month catch-up episode. We've been devouring some seriously good books lately, and we can't wait to talk about it.
We'll be sharing our current reads and revealing our most anticipated new releases for May. Get ready to overload your TBR yet again.
But first, we need to know, what have you been reading? Be sure to connect with us on Instagram and hit that subscribe button on your podcast app to never miss an episode.
So, whether you're commuting, working out, or just relaxing at home, we're thrilled to have you with us.
So get ready for a dose of bookish goodness on My Sister's TBR.
First off, we're just going to discuss our news for the month and our highly anticipated releases. I want to go ahead right now and just start with the news because I'm really excited to say this right now. I didn't include it in the Discord chat.
So this is like I have virgin ears to this?
Yes.
Okay.
Guess what released today? Guess what came out?
What? What released today?
Guess what came out today? I'm so excited.
Book-wise or?
Yep.
I don't have a clue.
Devourer of Men by Nikki St. Crowe. It did. She posted on her story on Instagram, and I'm not kidding. I jumped from the couch. This is while you were upstairs. I jumped and I ran to my Kindle. I started reading it. I read the first chapter.
What? What the hell? How is that? How was that not on our radar?
I don't know.
Oh, damn it. Now I know what I'm reading tonight.
We've been waiting so long for this. Okay, let me give some information here.
That could be helpful.
Yeah. So, anybody who is here that has been with us since the dawn of time, aka last January, we were both obsessed with the Vicious Lost Boys series by Nikki St. Crowe. It is a Peter Pan retelling for adults. For adults. Whew. Yep.
This is not Peter Pan for your kids.
That it is not. Do not get this confused with a bedtime story. It can be your bedtime story. Yeah. Very spicy. Anyway, Nikki St. Crowe ended off that series saying that she was working on or it was going to write a book from Croc's perspective. Girl, yeah, she did. A Captain Hook, Crocodile, and Wendy Darling reimagining. So this is between Captain Hook and the crocodile.
I was so excited.
Oh my god. I've been keeping that in this whole time. While you were typing up the news, you were like, oh, is there anything else? No! No, there's not.
You're so sneaky.
I know. Okay, now I just want to get that. That's out now. I can relax.
Oh, I'm
now.
So excited. Well, hold on to your broomsticks because Audible is actually bringing us a full cast audio edition of the Harry Potter series. Full cast, over 100 voice actors. It is going to be insane. So we're going to be able to experience Hogwarts like never before. It's going to be an immersive listening experience, and it's right now charted for late 2025. So mark your calendars.
Oh my god. That is going to be amazing.
I can't wait to just put in earbuds and just close my eyes and just feel like I'm there. This just hits a whole different level now too, since like I've started a campaign, a D&D campaign with the kids, which is Harry Potter, wands and wizards. And so like I am just like up to my ears in Harry Potter right now, and it makes me so happy. And especially like now knowing that Audible is doing this full, bring it.
I've been wanting to reread Harry Potter, and I've been putting it off because obviously that's a lot of commitment. I have other things that I really need to get through first. But honestly, I'm gonna just wait now, and I'll just listen to the dramatized audiobook. Mm-hmm. That's just next year, end of next year.
Yep.
So.
That'll fly.
Oh my god, that's gonna be amazing. I'm
gonna have goosebumps the first time listening to it.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god. Then, what a good month for news. I'm so excited right now. Okay. Also, Colleen Hoover fans. Also, if you're not a Colleen Hoover fan, do not cancel us, because I see so many people who are like, ugh, don't support Colleen Hoover.
I think we've already lost a couple listeners because of ours. Yeah.
Probably. We've cleared them out. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. I won't hunt them down. It's okay. But for those of you who are Colleen Hoover fans, your favorite twisted thriller, Verity, is heading to the big screen. Oh my god. Amazon MGM Studios is taking the reins, and with the masterminds behind Eat the Cat producing, and Hilary Sight is writing the script. She's going to be busy this year, or that year, whenever. Yeah, I'm very curious who's going to play Lowen and Jeremy. Like, let us know in the comments what you think. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I can't. Like, the scene with the stairs, I
know. I keep coming back to that one scene.
Yep. Because that's, like, yep.
I'm just really curious how they're going to do it. Like, will there be flashbacks scenes as she's reading the manuscript, or is it just going to be her reading the manuscript? Like, is this going to be like a fully visual, dual POV sort of?
I hope so. Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm very excited.
So, on the same wavelength of TV adaptations, fantasy lovers, Rebecca Yarros' best-selling debut, Fourth Wing, is soaring to new heights with an Amazon TV as well adaptation. There's going to be epic battles, dragon riders, and a love story that will set your heart ablaze. So I can't wait to see how they bring the whole Empyrean world to life.
That is going to be beautiful.
And it's going to be, as far as we know right now, a series following all the 5 planned novels.
Oh my.
So, that is... I don't know if I can handle watching certain parts of that novel on the screen, because I will die. I don't know if my heart can take it.
I need to read book 2. Oh my god, I need to read book 2.
Oh, you do. Because that frickin' cliffhanger was even worse than the first cliffhanger, so... Okay. So, apparently, this adaptation has literally been in work since late 2022. So...
Oh.
I just want to know who's going to be cast. I just want the visuals. Like, bring it.
I got goosebumps. Like, why do I have goosebumps right now?
Oh, God.
Okay. To end off our news in, like, this just really completes everything. Just all bangers here. All bangers. We started with banger. We had middle bangers. And then we're going to have an end banger.
Oh, my Lord.
God. I had 2 coffees today. I'm still...
Okay. So you are wired. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Bridgerton fans.
Uh-huh.
We all got to get excited. Chris Van Dusen, the genius behind the steamy period drama, is developing a series adaptation of Elle Kennedy's Girl Abroad, which we just talked about last month.
Yep.
I love it so much. Oh my god. So yeah, we're obviously hoping for plenty of romance, international intrigue, and maybe even a few scandalous moments. Mm-hmm. This is going to be the next binge-worthy obsession. 1000%. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Have you read that yet? I gotta stop.
I haven't finished it.
Okay.
I started.
That news, all of that was amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
anticipated releases.
Most anticipated. Okay. I guess I'll read the first one, I guess. Why not?
Hey, take it away.
Okay. This is I Hope This Finds You Well by Natalie Sue. So this is a contemporary romance, 352 pages, and its expected publication is May 21st. As far as Jolene is concerned, her interactions with her colleagues should start and end with her official duties as an admin for Super Shops, Inc. Unfortunately, her irritating, incompetent co-workers don't seem to understand the importance of boundaries. Her secret to survival, she vents her grievances in petty email postscripts, then changes the text color to white so no one can see.
That is so smart.
Until one of her secret messages is exposed. Her punishment, sensitivity training, led by the suspiciously friendly HR guy, Cliff, and rigorous email restrictions. When an IT mix-up grants her access to her entire department's private emails and DMs, Jolene knows she should report it, but who could resist reading what other coworkers are really saying? And when she discovers layoffs are coming, she realizes this might just be the key to saving her job. The plan is simple: gain her boss's favor, convince HR she's Super Shops material, and beat out the competition. But as Jolene is drawn further into her co-workers' private worlds and secrets, her carefully constructed walls begin to crumble, especially around Cliff, who she definitely cannot have feelings for. Soon she will need to decide if she's ready to leave the comfort of her cubicle, even if it means coming clean to her colleagues. Crackling with laugh-out-loud dialogue and relatable observations, I Hope This Finds You Well is a fresh and surprisingly tender comedy about loneliness and love beyond our computer screens.
I love the sound of that.
I love how petty she is.
I'm going to start doing that. I send so many emails a day. I'm going to start doing that.
I love it so much. That is genius.
How do people come up with these things?
With that being said, I'm a fan of using dark mode, so the text would show up on mine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That would not work.
So I don't know if that's a plot hole or not, but...
Yeah, this day and age it might be. Okay, our next one is My Darling Dreadful Thing by Joanna Van Veen. Love the cover of this. This is giving me like spooky vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Genre horror, gothic, fantasy, LGBT. 384 pages, and expected publication was yesterday, May 14th. In a world where the dead can wake and walk among us, what is truly real? Ruth Beckham has a spirit companion only she can see. Ruth, strange, corpse-like, and dead for centuries, is the only good thing in Ruth's life, which is filled with sordid backroom seances organized by her mother. That is until wealthy young widow Agnes Knoop attends one of these seances and asks Ruth to come live with her at the crumbling estate she inherited upon the death of her husband. The manner is unsettling, but the attraction between Ruth and Agnes is palpable. So how does someone end up dead? Ruth is caught red-handed, but she claims a spirit is the culprit. Dr. Montague, a psychologist tasked with finding out whether Ruth can be considered mentally fit to stand trial, suspects she's created an elaborate fantasy to protect her from what really happened. But Ruth knows spirits are real. She's loved one of them. She'll have to prove her innocence and her sanity or lose everything.
Sounds so spooky.
I hope the fact that it says horror and like thriller's not in there. I'm hoping that that's got more actual scary vibes than the books that we've tried to get scary vibes from before.
Yeah. That's always my biggest issue with picking up things that are labeled as horror. Mm-hmm. They almost always come across as more thriller. And that's not what I want. I want horror.
Yeah. I want to be scared.
Yeah, make me scared. But I think this one sounds like it is really going to give you the creepy, like heebie-jeebies sort of feeling.
I mean, that cover alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this next one. Lies and Weddings by Kevin Kwan. So this is the author of Crazy Rich Asians.
I only seen the movie. Loved it.
Yes. Same. But, I mean, the movie itself was genius, so I can imagine the book being even better.
Yeah.
It's romance. This one does list humor, so I'm really hoping for that, because I love a good rom-com, and Crazy Rich Asians just hit the spot for that.
Yeah.
This is a fairly big book. It's 448 pages.
Okay.
And its expected publication is May 21st. Rufus Gresham, future Duke of Greshambury and son of a former Hong Kong supermodel, has a problem. The legendary Gresham Trust has been depleted by decades of profligate spending, and behind all the magazine covers and Instagram stories, manners, and yachts lies nothing more than a gargantuan mountain of debt. The only solution, put forth by Rufus's scheming mother, is for Rufus to attend his sister's wedding at a luxury eco-resort, a veritable who's who of sultans, barons, and oligarchs, and seduce a woman with money. Should he marry Soline de Courcy, a French hotel heiress with honey blonde tresses and a royal bloodline? Should he pursue Martha Dung, the tattooed venture capital genius who passes out billions like lollipops? Or should he follow his heart, betray his family, squander his legacy, and finally confess his love for the literal girl next door, the humble daughter of a doctor, Eden Tong? When a volcanic eruption burns through the nuptials and a hot mic exposes a secret tryst, the Gresham family plans and their reputation go up in flames. Can the once great dukedom rise from the ashes, or will a secret tragedy hidden for 2 decades reveal a shocking twist? In a globe-trotting trail that takes us from the black sand beaches of Hawaii to the skies of Marrakesh, from the glitzy bachelor pads Los Angeles to the inner sanctums of England's oldest family estates, Kevin Kwan unfurls a juicy, hilarious, sophisticated, and thrillingly plotted story of love, money, murder, sex, and the lies we tell about them all.
Damn.
Yeah. There's a lot of names dropped there. A lot of information, a lot of places.
Yeah.
I hope it's easier to read than the description. Okay.
No one's even gonna see how much struggle was put into that.
No. And that's good.
No, that sounds like it's gonna be really good.
It does, yeah.
Okay, I seen this one on my Kindle. I was gonna get it, but I didn't.
Oh.
The Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. This came out May 7th, 368 pages, and it is a contemporary romance.
I've seen this everywhere. I haven't read any of her books, though.
Me neither.
For shame. We need to do better.
This summer, they'll keep their promise. This summer, they won't give in to temptation. This summer will be different. Yeah, right. We already know the difference of that. We don't even need to read this.
No.
Lucy is the tourist vacationing at a beach house on Prince Edward Island. Okay. Sick.
Right?
East Coastian. Kate. Felix is the local who shows her a very good time. The only problem is Lucy doesn't know he's her best friend's younger brother. Lucy and Felix's chemistry is unreal, but the list of reasons why they need to stay away from each other is long, and they vow to never repeat that electric night again. It's easier said than done. Each year, Lucy escapes to PEI for a big breath of coastal air, fresh oysters, and crisp wine with her best friend, Bridget. Every visit begins with a long walk on the beach beneath soaring red cliffs and a golden sun. And every visit, Lucy promises herself she won't wind up in Felix's bed again. If Lucy can't help being drawn to Felix, at least she's always kept her heart out of it. When Bridget suddenly flees Toronto a week before her wedding, Lucy drops everything to follow her to the island. Her mission is to help Bridget through her crisis and resist the one man she's never been able to. But Felix's sparkling eyes and flirty quips have been replaced with something new, and Lucy's beginning to wonder just how safe her heart truly is.
That sounds so good.
Okay, I will actually end up getting this on my Kindle. Yeah.
I think I might get her other books too, because I have heard like really good things about her books, and I don't know why I haven't jumped into it. Because I mean, she's a Canadian author, and we want to support, you know.
Of course.
So the same author who wrote Big Nick Energy and 'Tis the Season for Revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She wrote another book that was released on May 3rd. All My Love. This is a contemporary romance. And I'm not sure how many pages it is because it's not listed. But,
okay.
So this is listed as being Noah Kahn coded. And I am such a huge fan of Noah Kahn right now. Yeah. Okay. So this is like The Notebook meets Sweet Home Alabama. Sign me up. Yep. I am going to download this like immediately after I read the description. Riggins has been in love with Stella for as long as he can remember. As kids, they'd sneak out and spend long nights under the stars, writing songs together, sharing their deepest confessions, and dreaming about getting out of their small town. When his band gets a record deal and a headlining tour, he convinces her to come see the world with him, and she agrees. It doesn't take long before he gets too far into the rock star lifestyle. Everything starts to fall apart, including their relationship. When she leaves without a word and never looks back, it leaves him shattered, spiraling, and confused, until he finds out why. 9 years ago, Stella went on tour with her childhood love. When things fell apart, it broke her, and she's spent every moment since putting herself back together, crafting a facade that will please everyone around her while forcing herself to survive. It's going well until one day, Riggins shows up at her house in their small town of Ashford, New Jersey, and blows her safe little world apart. Now they're stuck piecing together their versions of the past together and seeing if they can move forward together. So this is like second chance, rock star, childhood friends to lovers, like...
Okay, that sounds so cute.
Yes. I love this already.
Added.
Yep.
To the TBR.
That's what we're best at.
Too good. Too good at it.
Mm-hmm.
The next one is Everything We Never Said by Sloane Harlow. This is a mystery thriller romance. Interesting.
And YA.
320 pages, and this is coming out May 28th. Dark romance, high stakes, and plot twists abound in this paperback original YA thriller that's perfect for fans of Colleen Hoover. Interesting. What you don't know can hurt you. It's been months since the accident that killed Ella's best friend, Haley, and Ella can't stop blaming herself. Now Ella is back at school, and everywhere she looks are reminders of her best friend, including Sawyer, Haley's boyfriend. Little by little, they grow closer until Ella realizes something horrifying. She's in love with her dead best friend's boyfriend.
That breaks so much girl code.
Yep. Racked with guilt, Ella turns to Haley's journal, hoping she'll find something in the pages that will make her feel better about what's happening. Instead, she discovers that Sawyer has secrets of his own and that his relationship with Haley wasn't as picture-perfect as it seemed. Ella knows she should stay away, but finds herself inextricably drawn to him and scared of everything she never knew about him. Perhaps it's his grief, or maybe his desires cut short by tragedy. Or could it be something twisted only Haley knew about? A dark romantic thriller, perfect for fans of Colleen Hoover and Laura Nolan. Everything We Never Said explores the secrets in even the best of friendships and asks how well you ever know the ones you love.
Wow.
I want to read that.
I thought so.
I feel like the journal entries, I feel like that's going to be like a different POV, different timeline. I think that's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think, like, I tend to stay, like, away from young adult now because I can't, like, connect with that anymore. Mm-hmm. But I do feel like that sounds like a good enough premise that I think I could get past the YA not being able to connect, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Oh.
So next we have When Among Crows by Veronica Roth. This is, and I think the last time we had mentioned one of her new books, it was also a novella. This one is only 176 pages, and it was released yesterday, May 14th. And this is a fantasy adult, an urban fantasy.
What's an urban fantasy? What makes that?
That's like modern, like current world, like city. Think urban like that, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So just a heads up, I'm not fully aware how to pronounce the name in this description, so if anybody knows and would like to inform me, that would be great. So I'm just gonna go for it. Step into a city where monsters feast on human emotions. Knights split their souls to make their weapons, and witches always take more than they give. Pain is Demeter's calling to slay the monsters he's been raised to kill. He had to split his soul in half to make a sword from his own spine. Every time he draws it, he gets blood on his hands. Pain is Allah's inheritance. When her mother died, a family curse to witness horrors committed by the Holy Order was passed on to her. The curse will claim her life as it did her mother's, unless she can find a cure. One fateful night in Chicago, Demeter comes to Allah with a bargain. Her help in finding the legendary witch Baba Yaga in exchange for an enchanted flower that just might cure her. Desperate and unaware of what Demeter really is, Allah agrees. But they only have one day before the flower dies, and Allah's hopes of breaking the curse along with it. It doesn't really sound very urban fantasy, but
no,
that's really cool.
This is like putting me in mind of Beauty and the Beast with just the Beast's like curse with the flower, you know?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd read it, though,
it's only
honestly.
176 pages.
Easy.
Yeah.
One sitting.
Oh, interesting.
Our last highly anticipated release for May.
Saved the best for last.
The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. I haven't read any of their books yet.
Oh,
I keep
Rebecca,
forgetting.
you're missing out.
I know. Well, this will be added to my TBR.
Okay.
Okay. This came out yesterday, May 14th. 352 pages, and it is a contemporary romance. Christina Lauren returns with a delicious new romance between the buttoned-up heir of a grocery chain and his free-spirited artist ex as they fake their relationship in order to receive a massive inheritance. Fake dating. Okay. Check. Anna Green thought she was marrying Liam Weston for access to subsidized family housing while at UCLA. She also thought she'd signed divorce papers when the graduation caps were tossed and they both went on their merry way. 3 years later, Anna is a starving artist living paycheck to paycheck while West is a Stanford professor. He may be one of 4 heirs to the Weston Foods conglomerate, but he has little interest in working for the heartless corporation his family built from the ground up. He is interested, however, in his $100 million inheritance. There's just one catch. Due to an antiquated clause in his grandfather's will, Liam won't see a penny until he's been happily married for 5 years. Just when Liam thinks he's in the home stretch, pressure mounts from his family to see this mysterious spouse, and he has no choice but to turn to the one person he's afraid to introduce to his 1%er parents, his unpolished, not-so ex-wife. But in the presence of his family, Liam's fears quickly shift from whether the feisty, foul-mouthed, paint-splattered Anna can play the part to whether the toxic world of wealth will corrupt someone as pure of heart as his surprisingly grounded and loyal wife. Liam will have to ask himself if the price tag on his flimsy cover story is worth losing true love that sprouted from a lie.
I know I always say that fake dating is like my least favorite trope, but I have read quite a few now, and I'm starting to think that maybe it's not my least favorite trope.
Are you warming up to the idea?
But it feels like what I've read that has to do with fake dating is all the same story. It's always he needs his inheritance, but he has to be happily married to get it. So, yeah. I don't know. I want to read a fake dating that's unique.
Yeah.
Because it kind of feels like it's just always this.
There's always money, I don't know, or like a job or a promotion, something.
Yeah. Like, I want a unique fake dating book. Somebody give me one.
Yeah.
But it's Christina Lauren, and I haven't... no, that's a lie. I have read one book that disappointed me by them. But the track record is very good. So, who knows?
That's the main thing here.
Yeah.
All right. Give it to us. What are you reading?
Oh my god. There's so much, because this month has been nuts for me. So like we've had a lot going on so far in May. Especially with moving mom and dad. So there's, and then like with Sophie, our family dog, having to be put down because she was old as shit. So there's been a lot of like just weight on me this month. And it's been a real struggle to get into books. So I've been starting a lot and not finishing them this month.
Yeah.
I did actually finish one last night, I think. So The list is a little smaller.
Okay.
I have 5 books currently on the go.
Damn.
How many do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. So we're pretty close this month.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll just talk about the first one. And that is the book club book, God Killer by Hannah Canner. Canner. I'm going to say Canner. This one, I don't have any doubts that it's going to be good. It's a fantasy, and it's high fantasy. So it's not like our smutty fairies. It's takes fantasy. A little more brain power, I think. But it sounds so good, and I really hope that I can get in the right mindset for it for our book club meeting, because it's gonna suck if I show up to that and be like I suck.
Cool. Yeah.
But so this is 304 pages. The description. Kissen's family were killed by zealots of a fire god. Now she makes a living killing gods and enjoys it. That is, until she finds a god she cannot kill. Sketty, a god of white lies, has somehow bound himself to a young noble, and they are both on the run from unknown assassins. Joined by a disillusioned knight on a secret quest, they must travel to the ruined city of Blenradin, where the last of the wild gods reside and each beg a favor. Pursued by demons and in the midst of burgeoning civil war, they will all face a reckoning. Something is rotting at the heart of their world, and only they can be the ones to stop it.
That actually doesn't sound too bad, though, for just a fantasy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think, like I said, I think it's going to be good. I just really want to make sure I'm in the right mindset for it, so I don't go into this and, because of my mindset, rating it poorly.
Yeah.
I don't think I would, but that's just always my fear with going into fantasy, especially fantasy.
Oh, dear.
Mm-hmm. What do you have? What's your first on your currently reading?
So, I've actually been at a very good pace. I've finished reading 2 books already.
Wow, okay. Look at you.
Look at me.
May is your month.
Yeah. So, I already finished reading the featured read.
Oh.
So, I got that done. So, that's not going to be a part of my currently reading list. So, I know I've talked about this for so long that I've been reading this forever, but I'm actively reading it. You know what I'm going to say. I am actively reading this again, and I am making sure.
Yes. I know.
I am making sure that I finish this for the end of the month.
Okay.
I am making sure. So I'm gonna, anyway, yeah, A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. I'm not going to go into the description because, again, it would be a spoiler. Anyway, can I just jump to my next book now?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll permit it.
I am reading The Coworker by Freida McFadden.
Oh. You're still on the Freida McFadden.
I'm loving it.
Wasn't March what we said would be our Freida month, and you have literally been just banging them out. Nice.
362 pages. It doesn't say here, but I'm assuming mystery thriller, like all of her other books.
I think it's safe to assume.
Yeah. So I'm a couple. Okay. 2 women. An office filled with secrets. One terrible crime that can't be taken back. Dawn Schiff is strange. At least everyone thinks so at Vixt, the nutritional supplement company where Dawn works as an accountant. She never says the right thing. She has no friends, and she is always at her desk at precisely 8:45 a.m. So when Dawn doesn't show up to the office one morning, her coworker Natalie Farrell, beautiful, popular, top sales rep 5 years running, is surprised. Then she receives an unsettling, anonymous phone call that changes everything. It turns out Dawn wasn't just an awkward outsider. She was being targeted by someone close, and now Natalie is irrevocably tied to Dawn as she finds herself caught in a twisted game of cat and mouse that leaves her wondering, who's the real victim? But one thing is incredibly clear. Somebody hated Dawn Scheif enough to kill. So I never even read this before going... That's my thing.
We know you.
Yeah. Everybody knows me here.
Yeah.
I just find like they give too many things away. Like,
yeah.
Leave something to the imagination here. Let us go in blind. Anyway, I'm like not quite halfway yet. I want to say. Not quite halfway. I've got like, I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, piece it together.
Trying to figure out what that plot twist is. I have yet to be able to. Actually, one of the books that I've read so far, I almost got it, but I didn't quite.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to... I can't get her plot twists figured out, but very good. Very good so
I need
far.
to read more of her books. Because they're so quick and, like, they really drag you in.
Yeah. What are you reading next? Or what else are you reading?
Okay. So, I started Ranger by Rebecca Sharp. This is book 4 of the Reynolds Protective.
Oh.
I was told it was, like, standalone, so you could just jump into it. Somebody on one of the book groups posted a snippet of it, and it really got me wanting to read it, so I just jumped right into book 4.
Okay.
Naturally.
Yep. Why not?
And it's on KU, which is a big plus. So, it's a contemporary romance, and it's 356 pages. Sydney Ward woke up on the wrong side of life. That's what it feels like when cancel culture claims another victim. After her relationship implodes and tanks her career as a best-selling romance novelist, Sydney decides to start a whole new chapter in the last place that any kind of romance, literal or figurative, could find her, Wisdom, Wyoming, a town with 2 stoplights, 1 main street, and 0 book boyfriends. Sydney was prepared to rebuild her life. She was prepared to forget all about sexy firefighters, broody billionaires, and dreams of her own happy ending. She was not prepared for her incredibly intelligent and endearingly awkward landlord, or the way he makes her feel things she's only ever written about. Ranger Reynolds lives by his own rules. While his exceptional IQ makes him an asset to Reynolds' Protective, Ranger knows he's too smart for his own good, and too smart to find love like the rest of his brothers. So, he ignores the pull he feels for the woman renting his garage apartment and sticks to facts instead. When the press show up looking for a story on Sydney, they bring a dangerous plot twist. They're out for blood, and they aren't the only ones with Sydney in their sights. Ranger is determined to help. So, when Sydney approaches him proposing a very convenient kind of protection, Ranger agrees. Because what other reason would he have to get married?
Oh.
So, okay. Have you watched Criminal Minds?
Yes.
Okay. You know Spence?
Yeah.
That is who, like, this is, like...
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, like, about. I don't know.
Yep.
Not really about, but, like, modeled after. Yeah. It is... It's so good. Like, I needed something to... The whole purpose of me starting this book was I needed to, like, jumpstart my brain again. Like, I needed to try to find something that I knew would drag me in. You know how we always talk about going back to that well-worn road of what we know we like.
Yep.
Yeah. And so far, this does not disappoint. But yeah, it's really, really good. And I'm definitely going back and reading the other ones because they're the 4 brothers.
Oh, interesting.
I think it's 4. Yeah, so there's Archer, Hunter, Gunner, and Ranger. So each book is about each brother. Mm-hmm. And they all have this, like, big company called Reynolds Protective.
Damn.
So, yeah. Is kind of, like, in a way giving Ravenhood vibes with, like, the...
Oh.
Yeah. So, I'm hoping that's going to scratch this itch, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
I will fill you in more at the end of the month when I finish reading it. And we can discuss.
Yes, please.
Oh, so good. Anyways. What's your next?
My next is... I only just started this. Like, I'm about 4 or 5 chapters in.
Okay.
Home is Where the Bodies Are by Jeneva Rose.
Oh.
This is 256 pages, and...
Did we talk about this?
Yeah. Mystery, yes. Thriller, horror.
Oh, we were so excited when we were talking about this one.
So I actually started listening to this, but there's multiple POVs, and I was like, okay. My brain can't, we're not doing this. So I switched over to Kindle. Yeah. From New York Times bestselling author of The Perfect Marriage and You Shouldn't Have Come Here comes a chilling family thriller about the sometimes literal skeletons in the closet. After their mother passes, 3 estranged siblings reunite to sort out her estate. Beth, the oldest, never left home. She stayed with her mom, caring for her until the very end. Nicole, the middle child, has been kept at arm's length due to her ongoing battle with a serious drug addiction. Michael, the youngest, lives out of state and hasn't been back to their small Wisconsin town since their father ran out on them 7 years before. While going through their parents' belongings, the siblings stumble upon a collection of home videos and decide to revisit those happier memories. However, the nostalgia is cut short when one of the VHS tapes reveals a night back in 1999 that none of them have any recollection of. On screen, their father appears covered in blood. What follows is a dead body and a pact between their parents to get rid of it before the video abruptly ends. Beth, Nicole, and Michael must now decide whether to leave the past in the past or uncover the dark secret their mother took to her grave. So I know we talked about this when it came out. I think it released last month, I believe, in April. And I know we read the description then, but I didn't remember, like, the mother passing away. So I was listening to it, and I wasn't, like, prepared for that. And, like, it talked about her mom being sick and, like, dying, and I was just literally doing my dishes crying.
Oh, it's so hard when books, like, sideswipe you like that.
Yep. I mean, if I was a normal person and read the synopsis before going into it, I would have been prepared, but it was just, like, just started out, like, literal first chapter talking about her mom on her deathbed, and I was like, I'm not okay. Anyway, I think it's gonna be very interesting, especially with the different POVs. Yeah, so far so good, and I'm just so interested to get to that part with the VHS. I'm not there yet. Mm-hmm. Like that.
Oh, I can't wait to hear.
That shit is that's gonna be good.
Yeah.
That's gonna be good.
Can you imagine? Like, if that was us?
Oh my god. Honestly, our family is pretty bland, so that would be very, very interesting. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have any, like, dark secrets.
No big family secrets or anything, yeah.
No, like, there's, like, we're quiet. Like, there's no big drama.
No.
Like, to that extent. I hope not. I have no idea, but...
We won't know until we start going through
yep.
mom and dad stuff. Oh my god.
Oh god. Yeah.
Crazy. So I have been listening to the Bridgerton books. And that has been such an experience. Okay, so there's no way ever at any point in time will I ever find another, I don't know, season of anything or movie. Okay, no, that's very broad, but season of anything that I love as much as I've loved season 2 of the Bridgerton series. Like, Anthony's season, I don't know what it is, but a man in a flowy white shirt just does something to me, and him being submerged in water in said white flowy shirt just my brain just she just shuts down.
Words? What's going on?
Who knows? That whole season just rent free in my head. I was very impressed with with book 2. Okay. So now I'm on to book 3. So I'm currently listening to Benedict's book. And I mean, I love me some Benedict too, but it's, An Offer from a Gentleman. Obviously this is a historical romance. Description. Will she accept his offer before the clock strikes midnight? Sophie Beckett never dreamed she'd be able to sneak into Lady Bridgerton's famed masquerade ball, or that Prince Charming would be waiting there for her. Though the daughter of an earl, Sophie has been relegated to the role of servant by her disdainful stepmother, but now, spinning in the strong arms of the debonair and devastatingly handsome Benedict Bridgerton, she feels like royalty. Alas, she knows all enchantments must end when the clock strikes midnight. Who was that extraordinary woman? Ever since that magical night, a radiant vision in silver has blinded Benedict to the attractions of any other, except, perhaps, his alluring and oddly familiar beauty dressed in housemaid's garb, whom he feels compelled to rescue from a most disagreeable situation. He has sworn to find and wed his mystery miss, but this breathtaking maid makes him weak with wanting her. Yet, if he offers his heart, will Benedict sacrifice his only chance for a fairy tale love? So, it's no secret. So much. It's no secret how much we love, like, fairy tale retellings. I think that might be my favorite romance. I don't even know if you'd call that a trope. Would that be like a subgenre? Fairy tale retelling? Yeah. It has to be a thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Oh. I haven't gone back to it in a few days, so it's sort of taken a back burner again until I can get my everything, ironed out in my head. But oh boy, those Bridgertons.
Boy,
I just love it so much.
Okay, well, lastly, the last thing I'm reading, which is, I literally just started it. Just one chapter so far, but I'm going to talk about it because I want to talk about it.
Why not?
Devourer of Men by Nikki St. Crowe. I have few friends and fewer allies. What I do have on the island of Everland is a lot of people who want me gone. So when the crocodile and Captain Hook reappear in my life, I am in no mood. Who's speaking? Who this? I haven't read this yet.
I think I have an idea.
And worse, they are unknowingly endangering themselves by asking for me by a name I long considered dead. Now, not only do I have to save myself, I have to save the 2 men who I swore I would murder with my bare hands if I ever set eyes on them again, considering they abandoned me. I'm like trying to... Unfortunately for me, Rock and Hook have other plans, and when I find myself caught between them, I have to make a decision. Oh, I remember the ending now. I remember. Risk My Heart or Risk My Life. Devourer. I don't like that word. I can't say it right. Devourer. Oh my god. Devourer of Men is a dark MMF romantasy fairy tale retelling. Characters have been aged up for this darker, grittier version. Oh! For a full list of content warnings, please visit the author's website.
You mean checklist?
Yep. Who? Okay. Ugh.
Oh, I can't wait to read it.
Yeah, I'm only literally just first chapter. Like, that's it. But it's different POV.
I was kind of sad when it was first announced because I really wanted more of, like, the Lost Boys and Pan.
Yeah.
But no, like, I'm still so excited for where she's taking Hook and Rock. Like,
Rock has me curious. Have you seen her? She finally, like, got an illustration done of how she pictured Rock.
No.
Go look.
Yes, I did see. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm so freaking excited.
Oh, and it's on Kindle Unlimited, by the way.
Yes. And we don't know how many books it is, or how many pages?
No, it doesn't say.
Okay.
I could probably look on the Kindle, but 222 apparently, everything included.
Okay. Apparently there's going to be an audiobook for it as well.
Oh,
but, like,
dear.
I don't know, like, my heart still belongs to, like, Vane, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how this is going to play it with Rock, because
I know.
Like, that sibling rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He'll come up again, I'm sure.
I hope.
What's your next?
I started the Chestnut Springs series by Elsie Silver.
Okay.
I'm on book 2, so that's what I'm currently reading right now. It's 476 pages.
Damn.
And it's, like, Alberta cowboy, you know, western-ish, right? Had no idea I was going to like that as much as I do, but here we are, learning new things about myself every day.
Interesting.
Yeah. So far, like, I haven't looked into later books, but it seems like it's all the brothers. Like, each book is a different brother. So the first one was Rhett, who's a bull rider. And now, book 2, we're at Cade, who is a grumpy single dad.
Okay.
Uh-huh. I married one of those. Pretty much. Common law married, but...
Yeah, you did.
Okay. He's gruff, a little rough around the edges, but broad-shouldered ranchers with calloused hands and filthy mouths are a city girl's kryptonite, so who am I to resist? But it's in our quiet moments together that he softens. It's when he takes care of me that I realize his hardened exterior is just a facade. It's when I watch him go all sweet with his little boy that I really fall for him. Someone convinced him once that his best wasn't good enough, but I've never felt more cherished than I do in his arms. My contract may say this arrangement is only for 2 months, but my heart says this is forever. That's so cute.
Okay. That sounds really good.
Yeah, so the first book I rated 4 stars, and it was so close to 5.
Damn.
So I'm really, really looking forward to the rest of the books, because I have heard, like, I do know that they keep good, I don't know, gumption, whatever.
Consistency?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Oh, boy.
Yeah, and then the only other one that I'm reading is the featured read. Do you want to read that one out for everybody?
Sure. So our featured read for the month is Dear John by Nicholas Sparks. This is 276 pages. Also, I read this before, and I don't remember reading it. I don't remember.
It was probably so long ago.
It was 2022.
Oh.
Like, the first half of the book, I couldn't remember reading it, but then I got to the second half, and I was like, hold on, does this only sound familiar because I watched the movie? But then I was like, no, like, this is a lot of detail that I remember specifically, like, book-wise. And I was like...
Weird.
Very weird. Anyway. An angry rebel, John, dropped out of school and enlisted in the army, not knowing what else to do with his life, until he meets the girl of his dreams, Savannah. Their mutual attraction quickly grows into the kind of love that leaves Savannah waiting for John to finish his tour of duty, and John wanting to settle down with the woman who has captured his heart. But 9/11 changes everything. John feels it is his duty to re-enlist, and sadly, the long separation finds Savannah falling in love with someone else. Dear John, the letter read, and with those 2 words, a heart was broken and 2 lives were changed forever. Returning home, John must come to grips with the fact that Savannah, now married, is still his true love and face the hardest decision of his life.
I am not ready for my heart to be ripped out of my ribcage.
Honestly, I only cried like a little bit. Only a little bit.
Only a little bit?
Yeah. We are also going to watch the movie. We're going to have a watch party. Yes. And then in our end of month episode, we will discuss not only the book, but the differences between
That's going to be fun.
And the book. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited.
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just Nicholas Sparks has a way with words that just... I don't know. It just feels so real.
Also, I'm used to Nicholas Sparks books, the ones that I have read, being in third person. This is not.
Oh, good point.
It's from John's point of view. I noticed that, like, almost immediately. I was like, hold on. I'm not having to rack my brain around, like...
Yeah.
going to third person. You know, like, it's a different... You know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I started it. I did struggle a little. Like, just with pacing. But, yeah, I mean, it's just where I've been mentally the past couple weeks.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, definitely.
But, yeah. I don't picture, like, I was trying to picture the movie as I was reading it. But I couldn't picture Savannah. Like, No, like, I know Amanda Seyfried, like, she did a phenomenal job in the movie. Like, I absolutely love her anyways. She's one of my favorite actresses. But when Savannah first shows up in the novel, like, that's not who I pictured based on the description.
Honestly, yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
But I'm glad that she played the character because, like I said, like, I absolutely love her anyways. But yeah, it just really threw me for a loop because that's not who I was picturing when he was talking about. I was like Savannah, that is the main female character, right? Like that,
her, right?
But interesting.
Yeah.
So we will have to tackle all that for the last episode.
Yeah. Make sure you stick around and give us a listen. Read it along with us so you can join in on the discussion.
Heck yeah. And check out our Instagram at mysistertbr. My sister's TBR.
My sister TBR.
Yeah. Okay. So follow us along on Instagram at MySistersTBR. We're posting lots all the time. Stories and stuff. Mm-hmm. Interact with us, please. No, but send us a message and let us know what you think of Dear John, because we want to bring in our listeners' views on these books as well.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for listening to us yap again.
Once again.
Bye.
Toodles.